Hello everyone, this is Rattue 498 and this is a 3v3 final of a tournament, the Valhalla Challenge. This tournament was arranged by GOV Clan. Works as a league. Each team played each other twice, and the ones with the most points, the two with the most points at the top, played each other in the final. And that was Huntsman and Nedkil. So we've got Pointsman, Krasnikov and Bobby on the Huntsman team, and we have Jevnix, Zeal and also Ace the Pace on the Nedkil team. So the rules of this were you weren't allowed to take any major nations, so always had to be minor nations. There was no Prussia, France, GB, and they included Portugal as well because of their lights. So Pointman here is just doing a little advance with his meat shield. Jevnix is them running away. So this battle is going to mainly be fought over on Bobby's side, and this is Bobby here on the right as Austria, engaging Ace the Pace, who is the Ottomans. He's taken a couple of meat shields to take the shots as his lights shoot up, and Ace the Pace is retreating backwards. So Bobby's just going to keep on pushing up, and there's going to be a lot of light engagements, a lot of light skirmishes going on for the first couple of minutes of this battle. Basically when a advantage is trying to be gained. So now one of Ace the Pace's lines is shooting at Bobby's militia on the left of his lights there. So he's moving a line infantry up to start engaging that. And Ace the Pace is again pulling back. Because of Bobby's militia, Ace is going to lose the light infantry engagement, and I think he's pretty well aware of that. So because of the militia, Bobs keeps getting the first shot again and again. So there's going to be a cavalry charge now coming from Zeal from the centre, the Spanish player, and he's going to try and make Bobby's lights run away. But Bob's is going to have a couple of lines shoot it, and then he's going to form square. And that'll be pretty much the end of the Spanish Cav. Spanish Cav aren't particularly good, no great morale, so they're pretty easy to beat off if they charge here. Which is why Spain isn't normally used as a grassy flatlands nation. It would be very rare to see someone that actually does use them. So Krasnikov moves up there and he's starting attacking his opponent's lights with his lights and a couple of lines from his flank. So Bob's has moved his militia forward. He's put them in the road as well, which is in the gap, the divot going down. So he's going to be able to that militia's going to be able to hold out for quite a bit longer because it's not going to be shot so many times. So here you can see loads of Krasnikov's cav behind Bobby. Basically they're going to cav rush him. So chuck a load of cav through, move the lines up. And all this is Pointman's side. Cav charge coming through there, a couple of them from his opponent make his lights run away. But Pointman's lines get a couple of shots off at them, so it does quite a bit of damage to the cav unit. So Ace sends a cav charge through. Something I've noticed recently, Krasnikov's, these are the shooter cav of the Ottomans. If you notice, it takes them a hell of a long time to fire. There's something I've been noticing lately with lines and also the shooter cav, that the first shot isn't as effective as it used to be for some reason. The lights still fire straight away, but nothing else seems to. Bob's does form square with that unit. I don't understand why it doesn't do it quick enough, but he does form square with it. So Krasnikov cav goes in, and this is basically where the huge cav battle starts. We've got cav from Jevnix, Ace of Pace, sorry, and also from Krasnikov in there. And we've got Spanish cav coming across as well now. And as you can see, Bobby's cav are moving down as well, ready to go in. Krasnikov also has some more cav at the top by Bobby's general. And there's more Spanish cav coming across. So over on Pointman's side, he's still just continuing his light engagement. Basically, the main assault was going down Bobby's side, so all he's trying to do here is skirmish and hold the guy up. Try and stop him from doing too much, or really avoiding a full engagement with him. So Bobby's moved his lines up, and he's going to be getting some free shots off of the Ottomans, and he's moved his lights up and they're getting some shots off as well. More Spanish cav coming across, so you can see, and Bob's cav is now going to go through. We've got 2 shooter cav there on the right flank, which are being shot now by some lines, but he's going to send a charge through and it's going to completely demolish them. And Bob's now going to move his lines up after his cav go through, which is exactly what you want to do. Line support always for your cav. Krasikov sending another cav charge through as well. So as you can see, it's just piles of cav basically been thrown around in there, trying to win an advantage on this side. The advantage in moves like this normally comes with the person that sends their cav through first, as their lines will still be free to fire when the opponent's lines are already squared. So you'll get some free shots off of their cav first. So a little cav engagement going on behind Bobby's lines as well. So we've got Prussian cav, we've got Spanish cav, and also Ottoman cav from Krasnikov in there. This is Ace of Pace's remaining army. So looking at the way it is now, it's looking pretty comfortable. They're going to win this flank. But just to make sure, more of Krasnikov's cavs coming through. And as you can see now as well, Point Man sent a couple of cav right away across the field as well. So now they outnumber them on cav on that flank. I think they've got 4 to 1 or 4 to 2 as well. So they've got a huge advantage over here now. More shooter cav. As the cav charge comes in on the square, the shooter cav stand behind, shoot the cav up. So this is what I mean, you see, normally they would have got a shot off as soon as they came into range. They didn't get a shot off. I didn't understand why that shooter cav didn't fire. That seems to be happening a lot lately. So Krasnikov did a fake cav charge, put the Ottoman opponent into square, and then just stopped and shot him. You'll find that these shooter cav can actually beat a square unit in a firefight, so well worth faking a cav charge and doing it that way. So Krasikov's now engaging with his player on the right flank with Bobby to stop any kind of support going across. More Ottoman cav now going through. As you can see here, 2 Russian cav ready to go through, and they're going to start off now. This is Point Man's cav. And these units heavily depleted. One of them can't form a square anymore, so that's the one he targets first, and that one gets demolished. And then he switches down to the second unit as well. So as you can see now, huge advantage on this side in numbers because of the cav rush and the support from the other players. There's still some Austrian cav in behind there too. So now the Spanish players moving back slightly. I think they've kind of figured out that this flank is completely lost now, and there's not really a great deal they're going to be able to do about it. So more Austrian cav coming through from the Nedkil opponent. And Krasikov still has a shooty cav behind, who's firing behind the lines. So Point Man engages the Austrian cav that came across. So now as you can see, this is looking from the Nedkil point of view. This is now their lines, and this is what's facing them coming up on their flank. Quite a considerable force coming up against them here. Point Man sent his cav through. Here as well, Krasikov has sent his cav through. These lights are pretty much unguarded, but he makes out going for the lights and then whacks straight into the back of the Spanish player's line. So here it's going to take him a few minutes to get himself lined back up again to assault the flank. The whole time the Spanish player's running, Krasikov's lines and lights are shooting him. So as you can see here, Bob's has got ample amount of men left. There's a load of men to the right of the screen as well. if you have a look at the mini-map, you can see the huge numbers that they've actually got coming around on the flank here. So the Spanish players just pull it back. This is where point man decides to attack, pin his player in position. So he pulls forward now into a light engagement. He's already given this opponent countless amounts of first shots. So as you can see, just a straight fire here, just a pinning move basically, stop him from running away, doing anything to try and support the flank. So basically just pushing up on him, stopping him from going anywhere. So now Bobby's Austrians are gonna come around from behind and start moving on their positions from behind. And at this point, this battle's, well, it's completely over by this point. There's nothing they can do now, especially not with the Spanish as well. And he experienced his lights up, this Spanish guy, quite a lot. As soon as his lights were gone, it was no hope for him, basically. So this is looking from the Nedkil point of view. This is the Austrian Jevniks from Nedkil against point man, the Russian. And then we've got Krasnikov, the Ottomans, and the other Austrian in front of us here is Bobby from Huntsman. So as I say, now basically all they're doing is running away, but if you have a look at the mini-map, you can see they're pretty much completely encircled them. So nothing for them to do now at all, apart from just wait to be shot at. Point man, I think, gets a little bit bored of the infantry fight, so decides to send a lifeguard a foot in for melee. These Russians are absolutely amazing at melee. They've got fantastic charge bonus, so they're well worth a melee charge every now and then. So the Spanish players kind of left out in no man's land there on his own. He was for a little while. So I just skipped on a little bit for you. And as you can see now, Krasnikov's remaining cav has gone in. Krasnikov's army is actually not bothered moving, it's right back. As you can see, he's got a good sized army left there. And all this Austrian to the bottom of our screen is Bobby, and these 3 Austrian units and the Austrian units the other side and the Austrian units in melee are all the Nedkil players. But basically this is the end of the battle. I'd like to say well played to everyone involved in this tournament. It went really, really well. Thank you for GOV for creating the tournament, and thank you for all the teams that participated. Here's another little melee charge from point man. As you can see, their charge bonus, all the Austrians just get thrown backwards in the melee. But this was a good fun tournament. Everyone played well, very respectable. It was very enjoyable, and I hope they're going to do another one. I'm not sure if they are or not. So thank you to Gav Torden, he's the clan leader of GOV, for organising this and setting it up. So as you can see here, this is just it now. This is the remaining units just going to go in. Point man's going to go in from melee, and we're going to get these units all running away now in a chain route. So I hope everyone enjoyed the video. I'd like to say congratulations to all the Huntsman players that played. It was well done. They were actually undefeated in this tournament. It was 11 wins out of 11 now. So this was very well played by them. And I hope everyone enjoyed the video. Thank you all very much for watching. Please rate, comment and subscribe. Also check out my other channels list, which is on my page. Thank you very much everyone. Bye bye.